Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the P-Bandai exclusive, or P-Bandai exclusive, HGUC Jegan Type D Escort Type. This is basically the Jegan that we saw in the Gundam Narrative movie trailer, or in the main movie. I would like to mention that I have not seen the movie yet, because in Korea, for some reason, it didn't come out in theaters yet, or whatever. I'm not sure what's going on, but in the end, I haven't seen the movie yet, and yeah, I'm still hoping to watch it someday with some means. But either way, this review will be a simple review, basically because this will be like my 10 plus review of the HGUC Jegan, and I have reviewed a good amount of them. So in the description below, I will mention or put out down a link regarding the other HGUC Jegan reviews, especially the ones that does show the articulation, because it's pretty much identical. The joints are pretty much the same. So, which is why I'll be showing mostly the difference, which is why you can see the ECOAS Jegan right over here, and other stuff I would like to mention. Alright, so let's get on to the review. Now, as mentioned, this is from the movie, nothing too special. It's basically the same type of Jegan we've been seeing, but with some minor changes. But before we actually go into the actual kit review, let's talk about the leftover parts. So I'm just going to push this aside a little bit to the back, and then see what we got. Now, first of all, we get some plates left, a good amount of them. So I'm going to show you guys one by one. Now, first of all, this first place. On the manual, it does not actually mention that it doesn't mention the bazooka, but you still get parts to make the entire whole bazooka from the ECOAS type. So if you do want to, you do get a bazooka. I just didn't build mine just to show you guys. And then here we have the original antenna piece for the head from the ECOAS Jegan from left and right. So that's that. And then here we have some leftover polycaps, nothing too special. And then we get one of these things where you are able to or allowed to put your leftover hand part like this, but I don't think this is really much of a big deal. And then here we have this one, which is the front skirt of the, I believe. Now I might be confused, but looking at the ball joints, this might be from the Start Jegan's front skirt part, or front waist section part. And then this other piece should be like a head piece from a different Jegan. Now, as much as I have built a good amount, I will not and can't be able to differentiate every single one of them by pieces. Now here we have more of a standard style Jegan head. We have the head piece, we have the bottom section piece that goes under there. And then we have the top head part, so yeah, we got that. And then here we have this part, which I have cut off also. This is also another leftover antenna piece. This is the front crotch piece area, depending on which Jegan you use, I guess, or build. And here we have another dark red piece. Here we have a V symbol from the Federation. I believe these are the one that looks like these are mostly from the F91 era period, but I could be wrong. And here we have we have the cockpit section. The ECOAS type does not actually use that piece because it gets covered up by the armor plate for the chest part, so which is why we have a leftover piece of that. And here we have the original armor, extra chest armor for the ECOAS Jegan, because the Escort type actually uses a different design. And here we have I believe this is the back section of the waist, so leftover piece. And then here we have these two small pieces, which actually are supposed to go into the backpack, but once again, these are leftover pieces. And then here we have another head piece. This one, I cannot tell which one this is for, but yeah, we do get a leftover piece. And then here we have the extra scope visor or sensors from the ECOAS Jegan, the closed one and opened up one. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Now let's talk about what you're supposed to get. Now, for hand-wise, you get 3 hands. You get left and right multi-purpose hands, and then a trigger finger for the weapon, which I'm currently using at the moment. Also, you do still get the original beam rifle for the Jegan, but I just wanted to show you guys that you do get this one as well. And the manual actually does mention this weapon. And then we get the 2 beam saber effect parts, which one of them is longer than the other one. So yeah. I won't be showing the beam saber effect part because I think I've done that enough, and I think it's pretty much self-explanatory at this point as well. And here we have a sticker sheet, which is kind of odd. Now there's only one I use, which is the crotch piece that has the V symbol on it, because The part does not actually it's not exactly the same color, so which is why I just decided to use the V symbol, the sticker I mean. And here we have all these stickers that actually goes onto the main body of the kit, which honestly I thought was like, it looked out of place, so I just decided not to use them. But I will mention what part they're supposed to go on. So yeah, so you can get like a general idea. All right, now before we actually get onto the kit itself, now let's go with the comparison. Now mostly I'm going to compare this with the ECOAS Jegan because probably if you do have a retail ECOAS Jegan, it's going to be either this or the other original. But this one is more based on the ECOAS. So here we have. Now, obviously, like the color scheme is pretty much identical. I mean, sort of. There are some parts that definitely look the same, but that has a more different color tone. So first of all, the head is obviously different. The head build is entirely different. I think it's entirely new mold because I definitely felt building the part definitely felt a little bit different. And the visor, while the Escort Type actually has a more dark purple color, and then the ECOAS is still, it's more of a pink color and more lighter, so you can see the inside of it as well. So that's that. And then, as I mentioned, the chest arm piece is also different. You can see we have all these like new engravings, while the ECOAS has these, simple lines going on. And then the crotch piece, this is the part where I use the sticker. These part, I believe, this white brown part, this on the Escort Type is actually much more darker, or a little bit more darker, to me at least. And then other than that, they should be pretty much identical to each other. Like we have the same part, or same build of the leg, the colors, the shoulders, the arms. So yeah, other than that, other than those small details I've mentioned, they should be pretty much identical. So I'm gonna put this away and see what we got. Okay, so number one, I should mention that as I mentioned, the head part is kind of different when you build it. It definitely has a more militaristic design. Now, some people don't like this head because it looks like a bicycle helmet, but I remember reading like some bicycle helmet designers actually based their designs off military helmets. So, oh well. And another interesting part I should mention is that usually a Jegan would have the antenna on the side, and then on the antenna or on the other side they should have like the Vulcan piece. However, this head does not actually have any Vulcans, which I thought that was kind of interesting. They took out the Vulcans. I'm not sure if this new head design actually has more armor or it's more sturdier, but oh well. Articulation wise, as I mentioned, I'm not going to mention it, but if those who are still a little bit curious, I will show a little bit. Here we have the standard shoulder bend, and then we only have like a still standard 90-degree bend on the arm. There's no double jointed bend on this one yet. And here we have one of the main highlights of the kit, which is the machine gun. I believe according to the wiki, this is a 90mm machine gun, which is, once again, it's just a machine gun to some people, but it's kind of interesting to see the Jegan to use a machine gun, because up to this point, before the movie, all the Jegans were pretty much using this beam rifle, or depending on the series, they would still be using the beam rifles, but different designs. We never actually saw them using live ammo, like other than like maybe bazookas, but machine guns, this is a first time, and I'm having trouble getting the hand off the machine guns. There we go. Here we have the machine gun. The build is pretty simple. You snap two pieces together, and then you attach this top piece, and then you put in the barrel. I think that's what they call it. If not, I'm sorry. Yes, the handle does have the peg system going on, so the hand does work as a hole and peg system. And I really love this compact machine gun, although I'm not really sure where the ammo clip goes in, but still, this looks amazing. It's compact, yet still, yeah, it still works as a machine gun. Actually, this was one of the main things that actually got me into buying this, so yeah. Other than that, let's see. I'm going to put back the hand onto the kit. So other than that, as I mentioned, the chest piece is also different. This armor piece is actually a new mold as well. Now I should explain where those stickers are supposed to go. Now, first of all, number one, one of those stickers are pretty much the identical, same color as this part, this milky, this like coffee milk color yeah, I'm just gonna call them the coffee milk color or milk coffee color, whatever they call these days. So one of those stickers are supposed to go on this section. So this place is supposed to be like the same color as that place. And then the other part was that, which is kind of odd. Now, I'm not sure if I can take this off, but they tell you to put these stickers on the waist, not on like this waist, but the top waist. So you can see this part where I'm showing you. You have to put 2 stickers on each side to make it go like entirely whole. That goes all around it, and the top part as well. This part is supposed to have that sticker as well. So which is kind of odd, and I believe there's supposed to be one that goes behind the chest armor, but since once again you're using the chest piece armor, so it's not going to show. So which is kind of odd, but putting a entire like brown sticker on the waist like 360, that's not my thing, and I personally thought it was out of place. So which is why I did not use it, and definitely I think it was the right choice, because if there was that brown color, I don't think it would have like felt right. But if you do want to use those stickers, I kind of suggest like if you can paint it, go for using paint, because those stickers aren't going to last. Any sticker that wraps around something 360 isn't going to last for a long time. Alright, so once again, another sticker I've used is that V cross symbol, because the main reason now, I usually if the color was pretty much identical to the piece that's that takes most of the color, I would just color the V symbol in gold. But this time, other than the V being yellow, and then the other sections are purple, and the piece that gives you the V symbol is, I believe, it's kind of the same color as this light brown color, which is why I decided just to use a sticker. There's no way I'm going to be able to color that section in the correct purple way. Also, now a lot of people were wondering, like, ever since the Jegan Blastmaster came out, I think that's the correct name. The Jegan Blastmaster actually uses a different design or inner frame for the side section, so where some people were wondering if they changed that as well for the other Jegans, and the answer is no. This still uses the standard side swivel going on. Even though I do say side swivel, because the way how it's designed, it doesn't really move that much, but it does definitely move a little bit more than not having that swivel system going on inside the side. Still uses a ball joint, the ball joint style, I believe, and then the bend, it's still pretty standard. It's a single bend, but still goes more than 90 degrees, and you still have the 3 missile pod, and you still have a single beam saber going on there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. Once again, this is actually just your standard Jegan Type D, where ECOAS Jegan was a different head design, different chest piece, a little bit different color on the crotch section, and then with a extra machine gun. Now it's not like you don't get the beam rifle or the bazooka. You still get those standard weapons. You just get another additional machine gun. That's pretty much it. Also, if you are wondering, I have taken pictures, but if you want to use this front handle, you are able to use it, so I'll show a picture right over here, so it's really up to you. So once again, if you're a collector of Jegans, this is definitely a nice addition to put it in your collection, because it's a Jegan. The Jegans are overall pretty standard kits, and in the HGUC line, the quality aren't that bad. They're pretty fun to build, and they're kind of, the Jegans are a little bit taller than your standard, mobile suits as well. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the P-Bandai exclusive HGUC Jegan Type D Escort Type. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.